Let's get some more insight on that now. And joining us live is the former Israeli intelligence officer and the Middle East expert, Avi Melamed. Avi, good to see you again. Thanks for your time this morning, evening your time. So just tell us about the significance of getting into Gaza City and operating in the heart of Gaza City now. It's a hostile territory for you.
Yes, indeed. I mean, Hamas has been building in Gaza Strip for the last 20 years a fortress of terror, fortifying itself in the heart of a civilian environment, building huge underground metro of hundreds of miles of tunnels and bunkers, positioning himself in hospitals and public facilities. Hamas has a very significant military power, a couple of dozens of thousands of militants. He is very massively armed to its teeth, sort of speaking. So from every possible perspective, the fight in Gaza Strip, this is a war. It's a fierce fight. Indeed, I mean, one of Hamas' major assumption was that Israel will never, ever dare to go so deep into his fortress. But this is exactly what Israel is doing right now.
OK, so according to the defence minister as well, Yahya Sinwar, the Hamas boss in Gaza, is cornered, again, according to the Israeli government. Just tell us about Yahya Sinwar and how big that catch would be. And do you want to get him alive, or would he be killed?
Yahya Sinwar is one of Hamas leaders. He's actually acting as sort of like Hamas prime minister in the Gaza Strip. There are different positions within Hamas. The chief of the political bureau of Hamas, Ismail Haniyeh, is not in Gaza. He is in Qatar. The chief of the foreign affairs of Hamas, Khalid Mish'al, is also not in Gaza Strip. Yahya Sinwar is in Gaza, to the best of our knowledge, at least. And he's as I said, like the sort of like PM of Hamas in Gaza Strip.
Yeah.
He was imprisoned in Israel for a lifetime. He's a very dangerous person. He was personally involved in killing other people, in Palestinians, that he suspected them to be collaborators. He's a very dangerous and violent person. He, as I said, he was imprisoned in Israel. He's very extreme in its outlook. He is considered to be one of the masterminds of this whole brutal attack of Hamas October 7th, that we are now exactly today marking a month for that. I don't know to say if he's going to be caught alive or not, but in the end of the day, I think that the big story indeed will be the toppling down of Hamas rule.
Yeah, and so I presume then, I presume he's hiding in the tunnels, and if he's cornered, does that mean your troops, the Israeli troops, are inside the tunnels now, which is as tough as it gets?
Well, I don't know about that. I'm not sure that Israel is rushing to send troops into the tunnels. This is, of course, a very, very complicated challenge.
Yeah.
I guess there are other means that can be used and are deployed and applied by Israel in order to deal with the challenge of the tunnels, not necessarily to send troops into the tunnels. I don't know where the whereabouts of Sinwar is exactly, whether he's in a tunnel or in other location.
Okay.
But as far as Israel is concerned, I wouldn't rush to send troops into the tunnels.